is another 419 Grind exclusive.
Last week at work, all at 10 episodes. Jeez. I was at work for 10 hours. So
it's your second time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to do it again too.
I'm watching it now. You realize like Michael Jordan still to this day don't understand Dennis Rodman. Can't figure it out.
What you mean?
Because he was like, when Dennis left, he's like, he is not coming back. You get this guy, he's gone. Right. So then he had to go find him.
Mm-hmm.
So when he found him, he was in the hotel room. He came to practice. And then Phil Jackson says, Dennis, thanks for joining us. You disgraced us. You did, Phil Jackson on that shit. And so they have to and then Michael Jordan's like, well, we got his body here, so that's all that matters. As long as he's here, just fucking go with it. But then they had to run because Dennis was gone, so he made them run whatever suicide.
They punished the whole team.
Right. So Jordan told everybody, when y'all get to the front, damn near walk. Because we're not about to pay for him to leave.
Right.
And then Dennis just took off running. And then they couldn't catch him for 4 laps of running because the person to lead set the pace. Yeah. So he just took off running.
And made them run.
And he just went 4 laps. And Mike was like, Dennis, wherever what he did, he was always ready. He was always with us, He was always ready. he kind of said it to himself.
No, it's not. I don't think it's like he didn't understand it.
He was still
mesmerized by it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
little bit impressed by it.
He's just Dennis was always on point. He was always ready. He was just still realizing.
Remembering his epiphany he had years ago, because Dennis was reckless, but he was also always a consummate professional when it came to being on that court. Yeah.
That junk was like.
So I hit record already. So we started the podcast.
Wow.
How long into what was we talking about with this right here?
Yeah, this is the last dance. So.
Yeah.
So this is nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like Palmwood.
Yeah.
But inside the studio.
Kids ask me, what are y'all gonna do? I said, what we always do.
Talk,
sit around and talk.
That's why
entertain ourselves.
When other people do their podcasts, or people ask me about my podcast, like, what do you talk about? Have a conversation. Like my subject, like, what's your subject? My subject is the guest.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The subject is the guest. I just have conversations. Like, I don't point A to point B.
Yeah.
It's out of focus. It's like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like David Letterman show on Netflix. Yep. He just talked to people.
Yeah, I mean, I saw Joe Rogan. He talk about stuff, but he's always it just ended up being some people talking in somebody's living room or whatever, and just kind of goes off out of focus.
Right.
It's just.
But when Jason ain't here, you can feel the dynamic missing. It's 4 of us.
Right.
It's 6 of us, but it's 4 of us that grew up in the house together. Yeah.
Right.
So.
This is nice.
So, Wani, you out in California.
Wani.
I mean, that's the only name.
No, I know.
That's the only name.
I was like a disclaimer for everybody in one word. One word disclaimer.
That's the only name I've ever used.
Yeah.
I want to ask you about how it was with COVID and everything out there. Working wise.
Well, as far as acting, it was a slow realization that it wasn't gonna keep going, because everything completely shut down. Because you already know on sets they already super separate as far as taking care of people. Is even in anything, if you got a cold, you can't come to set. If you even got a sniffle
before COVID,
it's they really take cautious about health, because one person gets a sniffle, that's the whole, because you work real close on sets, you end up becoming probably best friends with a crew member that's not even on the cast. So,
right.
So before that, that's how it was. So when COVID came, we kind of really didn't know what was happening. But then as it started to develop, everything just went to a complete halt. Like, I mean, even now, like, I don't know if they're coming back, but it's been crazy because people, you know, once you get into a groove of that, that's people's like either livelihood or either, you know, like, you know, you have a second job or like a job that we call it survival jobs. But like when you're not auditioning, you know, that's the job. So like when you're not doing that, that's like people, it affects you like your mental health, everything out there because you
probably feel scary a little bit.
Yeah. Because you stuck. You don't know when that's coming back. Then like what's keeping you like mentally into your regular job is gone first, and then you're not even doing that job. Like restaurants and everything closed. So California is different to me. For me, it's weird. It was weird for us because I don't live in like the city. So I don't live in L.A., Compton, Watts, guys. I don't live there. I live in like Hollywood and stuff like that. So like it's not. I don't know. It's just different because it's not like a neighborhood and that type of support. It's like people once that happens, it's like everyone is like on the fringes of like communication and like how close people are. You know,
right?
You kind of you quarantine, then you're already not either dating or friends with people if they live on a certain other side of town because it's
just because of the distance.
Yeah, like from like the east part of LA to the west side or whatever. It's too much. So like quarantining like that, you kind of like get separated in that sense. So that's tough. Like it was just, and then people out there don't. It's warm all the time because all through. February, it was still warm here. So people, still trying to show up to places that weren't shut down yet. If they give us a little bit to just open, then everybody show up outside. No, it's like,
hey, such and such is open. You need to come down here.
Yeah, then we shut down again. So
dang.
It was, and then you got people visiting. So
tourists?
People taking advantage because stuff is shut down. Yeah, so it just made it more and more.
Too.
Yeah.
So what happened with? Is that why these movies and stuff, everything shut down with the movies? Because normally we would see more movies be released. Did they hold back on releasing these movies and these shows and stuff because the theaters are closed? Or because I know it take a while to make movies, so it's not like they made whatever they made in 20 they will be releasing now. But it just seemed like everything shut down, even just the release of new stuff.
Yeah, I think the theaters like right now, like people are mad at like Warner Brothers and HBO because they releasing like Wonder Woman through HBO Max. Right. So like when the theater that shut down everything because you are like for studios when they put movies out, that kind of gives them what their budget for what they can start filming. So that whole process, so that slows all of that down. And
so they're not making no money.
Yeah, and then like crews, like a crew might work on this show. But then they all would either probably go to work on this next show that they usually do probably for like the last 3 seasons. But if that show is delayed and then this show is supposed to start filming and we can start filming again, but that show need to film, now you don't have, the crew is like, it's overlapping. So it's like a lot of stuff like they had to like organize to get together. So like they pretty much, I mean, I won't say they're not making money, but.
So one other question. I wonder about some of these series that are daily, like soaps. Do they have a bubble? Because they still on, aren't they?
But as far as I know, I think they film ahead sometimes. So they off a certain amount of months through the year.
I didn't know
so
that.
they probably was off it's for the summer months anyway.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
They're off for the summer. So what we seeing is like stuff they filmed up.
But there has been like movies that was recorded in 2020, or I don't know if it's movies or series that was recorded in 2020 that was released in 2020.
Yeah, we didn't. I don't think they like January, February. I think it was like March or April, maybe.
That they may have already stopped before
it.
That.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Like show like Billions, like you didn't even finish that season. It was season 5, I think, and they stopped in the middle of it because they couldn't keep filming. Snowfall took a whole year off. I mean, John Singleton passed. R.I.P. But then that happened.
That happened in 2020?
2019.
Late 2019.
Yeah.
Yep.
But then they was coming out of that and then COVID, and so they didn't even.
Right, get back.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because that usually would have came out in July. So I don't even think they did that last year. But yeah, it's been like crazy. Like I probably had on 2 hands of auditions that I would have been way more than that. But like it's just in between. So now they're starting to put stuff on, and like they give you the COVID, protocol sheet just in case, if you get the job. But like even like now audition is different because nobody's doing it in person.
Zoom?
All video.
It's all on tape. I mean, we do self tapes.
So, you pre-tape it and then send it in?
Yeah, because we get
like Zoom, no Zoom.
You do that if you get a callback, I guess, or like a producer session or something with the director. But we always did self tapes, but now it's like, everything is self tape. It's like most stuff is like, I mean, why do we have to go here to go to work? We can work from home.
Yeah,
so,
and it's gonna change forever. I think. Yeah.
I think that's good for a lot of stuff. I mean, it'll eliminate a lot of traffic.
Yep.
It'll eliminate a lot of accidents on the road, especially during like LA drive time is crazy.
Yeah, it's like I can't even explain it. It's like if you go, like somebody asked me, it was like why do y'all say the before your highways, your freeways? We say the 101, the 405, the 110, the 10. I was like, because they got personalities. Like if somebody coming to your house, like, hey, where you at, man? I'm driving on the 10. And you realize you can like automatically
imagine what's going on.
Yeah, right now, like explaining what time it is. Or like I'm going to 405. No, don't go to 405. Go up to 101.
Wow.
Yeah, because it's
a proper noun.
Yeah, it's a proper noun. It's a proper noun because that would help because it's like the emissions out there is like crazy. I mean,
dang.
Like especially on top of the fires, it was like
and a lot of that changed during COVID because there was nobody driving.
There's literally a picture that you can catch of the skyline of downtown that they posted, and then after COVID, like you usually can't see it because you think it's clouds, but it's small.
Yeah.
But like they posted it after that, and it was like clear as day.
Wow.
Clear as day. Because like I think it's weird that people have to go into work for stuff like. I mean, obviously, if you work at like Jeep or somewhere, you can't do that at home. Like that's but like certain stuff, like why do you have to be at this place when people telling you
spreadsheets?
Yeah, like why are you there? Like then you got to sit inside there and they over your shoulder and tell you when you go to lunch. You would think that if somebody can do that at home, they'd be more like
the morale of the workers would be so high.
Yeah,
I think you get way more done.
For certain jobs, yes.
Yeah, I mean,
I think customer service is hard to do from home. Because you have to deal with so much of that energy, and if you really are sensitive to that, it becomes a part of your household.
Service like
tech support.
Tech support,
helping people with their problems.
It depends.
Depends. I would rather do that at home.
Yeah,
I did that for Apple, and it was horrible. Only because I slept in the same room that I worked in.
Oh yeah.
So I ended up sleeping on the couch for a whole year that I worked there because I didn't like being in my room anymore.
Yeah, you can bring that energy.
Yeah, and I would feel it every time I walked in there. I felt like I was going into work.
Yeah. But see, I think that's a good point. But because I think that'll change over time. Because it's still like the association.
Yeah, it's a mental thing. Yeah.
With whatever that is. But like over time, that becomes like think about Lyft. We just be giving people gas money. Just That's literally all it is.
It really is.
Because sometimes
regulated gas money.
When you're the only one like around in your circle that has a car, and you always driving somebody around, you get tired. Like, man, I'm tired of driving.
Yeah.
I get tired. But if you get paid for that.
Yep.
It's a different mindset.
Because people call you, like, you get one certain ride, and you're like, hey, tell them, give me a call. Like, somebody else call you, like, man, I got to drop you off, now I got to run. I remember Harold.
When
Harold first got his car.
Oh, yeah. He was the Lyft.
He was Lyft. Everybody was, like, calling, so he was basically getting dings on his phone. But that now that's different. Like, you literally getting in strangers. Like, everything they tell you, don't get in strangers' cars.
Yeah.
And let them and give you candy.
Right.
You get in Lyfts, they got candy in there, and they take you somewhere.
Yeah.
So it's like that whole thing is like different. So like working at home, I feel like if I had like a space where I can have it by myself, especially somebody with kids, you can just, that's the part I did like about it because I was able to be home and I cooked every day. You know what I'm saying? I was able to manage Ethan's school situation. On my lunch break, I can look down the street to see the school. Have to go up there. I could just walk down there. Different. Yeah.
In a good way. It was a lot of pros, but that one con was it. But they always talked about this happening one day. Telecommuting was going to be a thing. I think COVID kind of forced it on our society, and we really are behind because a lot of places around the country are already doing it, and they were kind of like leading the way, but nobody wanted to follow suit. But they probably realized the financial benefit each of these companies when they have people working from home, because you don't have to pay for the lights as much.
Yep.
The consumption is down, you know, paying people to work on a break. You don't have to really do that because people can manage their own time as long as they get their projects done, you know, have a more flexible schedule.
Yeah. I think like, and especially like giving people like more like specific responsibility like that as far as like projects or like something to do at work instead of just you're here for 8 hours and just do this over and over. Right.
Busy work.
Yeah. Like I know people that's teaching online now.
Teaching online?
Yeah.
You say that people like it?
They do because they just get up and just put a shirt over and keep their robe on.
That's how I used to work.
You know what I'm saying? They just show up like, okay. And like, it's way easier, but I don't know. LA is like, it needs that because it's like dry. Like, it's not a walking place. Like, you can't, like, I mean, I was doing that when I first got there. I was like, let's walk. I was like, no. No, nobody walks. So
like New York.
Yeah. Like, everybody orders food online. Postmates, Amazon. It's weird.
Grocery shopping
Amazon?
too?
Yeah. You go grocery shopping on there.
Oh, really?
And y'all got the EBT cards. Y'all can use that on there too. You can though.
Oh, Amazon?
For free?
Yeah, they take all
that.
Yeah. They say you go grocery shopping, they deliver right to your
Walmart, they can do
door.
it.
Yeah, I mean, I do Walmart grocery delivery most of the time. Most of the time, I don't go into Walmart at all.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it though. You're going into a place where everybody's touching this food.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And you picking it out and everybody. Like even before COVID, I thought all this stuff was disgusting.
Right.
Me too.
You know, if I ever like took the train anywhere, even in London, I'd never want to touch it with my
The
hand.
knobs and all that stuff.
Yeah, I thought it was weird that every door wasn't automatic. Cause like, and then if they're not automatic, they have silver handles, which is like the worst thing that you can have. With.
The most conductor of viruses.
Non-porous.
Yeah.
Sitting right on top.
Right. It's just weird. Like, so like going to the grocery store to buy food and produce that everybody is like investigating it. It's like, it's weird. Like,
Did they wear their masks? Are they good about that out there?
Yeah, but not like different depending on where you're at in Orange County. No, they don't get them the rich people. Like they don't care.
Right.
They don't care about masks.
They're offended that they have to wear a mask.
Yeah.
It's because they feel like their rights have been taken away.
Yeah, it's like.
They
Dang,
feel like,
all that money and all your rights just fall into this
A stupid mask.
That's pretty sad.
That's because they pay all these taxes. This is what I hear. And Joe Rogan and other people who do podcasts talk about it. People in LA, Orange County, specifically, that they feel that they pay all this money for taxes and pay all this money to the government, that they should be able to have the right to refuse to wear a mask.
See, that made me feel like they know something. If they paying all this money to the government, then they, this conspiracy theory disclaimer. But
Okay.
like if they paying all this money to the government, then why do we have to like wear a mask because of your fake COVID thing? Like that's what they sound like. Like, cause I don't know what you could be, how that even can.
They feel like they can control. They should be controlling the government rather than the government trying to
government should be
around.
working,
How dare
working
you
for us?
say that I got to do something and I'm paying your salary?
Right.
You know, they say that.
Yeah, we all think that. But
Yeah.
I mean, we think that, but we don't take that into action of how we operate.
Yeah, they're pretty good around it. Like LA is like sensitive. So they get like, it's like I always like compared to like living in like the cul-de-sac of the, everybody gets a trophy. Make sure everybody share with the class, like that type of thing. Like don't single nobody out. So like LA is like, if you don't wear a mask, you get like reverse bullied.
That's how it is in Toledo.
If you don't wear a mask?
Yeah, if you don't wear it.
Oh.
Yeah. They're gonna come down on you. Like,
You better not walk in nowhere without a mask in here.
Yeah.
In any place. I mean, we came in here because we knew it was just us, but like at Walmart or people look at you like,
yeah, scoffing.
how this person don't have a mask on.
It's like you're
But they won't even let you come through the door. They'll stop you.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to think. Be honest, I don't be going to.
You don't go anywhere?
I fixed up my apartment to where I probably don't have to leave. I go like around the corner to my boy Steven's house. Bryce is from Toledo. If I'm dating somebody, but that's it. But yeah.
See, the thing is that I've gotten to the point where I do order my groceries online to either get delivered or pick them up and I thought maybe I was being paranoid, but it's safe. Yeah. It's safe. You go pull up in the pickup aisle or a parking space and they bring the groceries right out to you. Only time I have to get out is if they have trouble with the lift gate or something on the back of the truck. And when I bring the groceries home, I just mist them and then put them up.
Right.
Spray them down or whatever. So, I mean, it's going to be a day where that's, even after COVID, I won't mind if that stay like that.
Yeah, sure.
I think it's
I don't think that'll
more
go
convenient.
away.
Yeah.
Ever. Like getting groceries delivered.
Yeah.
Because it's so convenient plus they making money off of it.
Yeah.
They make what, 10
I pay like $9 something. Yeah.
That's what I paid yesterday. I mean, I've been doing that since COVID started. I mean, it's been a few times to where I go in Walmart and pick some stuff up. If I'm like out somewhere, like when I left Mama's house, we call her Nana.
Slips out
for the sake of the kids, and now it's stuck.
Well, when I left Mama's house, I went to Walmart down the street because it was down the street just to go in and grab something real quick.
Right.
But other than that, I order everything. Even when I got new TVs and whatever, I ordered that.
Oh yeah.
Did you? Oh, from Walmart.com.
Yeah, from Walmart.
Yeah.
PlayStation 5, Walmart, bring it back.
Yeah. Do they have it?
They don't have any in stock. I'm waiting.
Yeah, I messed up on my pre-order. I missed timing and COVID happened on the lost track.
I had it in the cart and on my phone and on my iPad, and then I went to hit like buy, and it disappeared. Like it was in my cart. I'm thinking, okay, it's in my cart. I'm safe.
Yeah, because if it's in your cart, like that's like somebody
snatch something out of my cart.
Yeah, don't put it in my cart if I can't like go to the register with it.
Right. I'm in my cart walking to the register. Somebody pulls
It's like an employee walking up to you because you taking too long to get to the register.
Somebody else want this. They ready to check out right now.
Yeah,
that's not fair. I've heard a lot of people say that happened to them though.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
Yep.
Like when you go order Lyft and it don't come. That's because, and then you do it again, the price went up like $4. You're like,
so how did they increase the price on their own?
Because they surge out there a lot.
Big time.
So driver could do that?
So out there, listen, Toledo, they'll all, like, especially like, just say it's a Dodger game or just wherever it is, they'll all sit and turn their things off and wait.
Until after the game.
So if there's no cars available, the price go up, surge prices, and then they all hit the thing. And then they all get paid a higher price.
Okay, let's do that, y'all. Tanisa, a couple of us in the family, we lifting sometimes.
Because the demand is like lower, the supply is lower than the demand. So then they get surge prices. Like, I'm sorry, we have to charge you extra because right now we don't have many drivers. And then, so it'll be, I'll be in there and then it won't go through. I'm like, I know I got money in here. And then I do it again and then it come back, the price is higher.
That's crazy.
It's like,
so I got a game that we could play. What is your craziest Christmas memory?
Oh
God. Let me start.
Oh God.
I'm gonna start because I think I would know what Wani's is gonna be. So I'm gonna start with mine. It was a Christmas where we got these blue trucks.
I was just thinking about that. Oh my God.
We got these blue trucks.
I was just thinking about
and then we raced these trucks. The first day we got them, that we raced. I think it was against the TV.
Yeah,
and we went all hit the finish line at the same time.
Because they're brown.
Yeah, the little molding on the bottom of the TV.
Yeah, went up and came right back. So that's my.
Yeah, I was thinking that's what you was gonna say too. Wow, I got a lot of them. I'm trying to think of one that.
Sadly, my memory is not as good as it used to be, but I got one.
Well, because I'm still thinking.
All right, ours was one year we didn't get. I don't think we got any gifts.
I remember this one.
Yeah, and I think Tanisa and Jerry was there because me and Tanisa kind of was talking about this. So we, this should be sad. So we like wrapped up boxes of gifts, right? Then I think we put wrapping on them, and then for some reason we end up by the end of this we had all our stuff piled up under the Christmas tree with nothing in there. But then we had this football set. I think we started playing a game and we had these boxes, our Christmas fake gift set up, and we put all our toys on top of the gifts as a crowd to the game under the tree. You remember that? Yeah. So like we just play like basically electronic football all morning with fake gifts under the tree, which is
that's funny. I'm trying to remember. I remember Tanise and them as well being there at the house one Christmas. It's really not a big deal, but we got these dolls, honeycomb girls, which
honeycomb girl.
They were so cute. I had a little blonde one with pink sweater and little pink panties with hearts on them and some baby doll shoes that fold down. And Tanisa got a red-headed one with a nice little outfit. She named hers Crystal. And we talk about this. We got a picture of it. Gloria took a picture of us. I was 8. Tanisa was like 7. And us holding up our dolls. And when we see that picture, we kind of laugh to ourselves because we had real love for those dolls. Like we had like genuine love for them. And we talked about the heartbreak that we felt when y'all got a hold of them dolls.
Oh, there's football players.
Wait a minute.
Hair got cut off, scribbles all over.
Did we bury those dolls in the side of the?
Probably.
No, we buried the Cabbage Patch with the brown yarn here. Yeah. Because it was used. I think we cracked the skull. Yeah, it was like making them play football.
Let's bury them.
Horrible. But that was a regular occurrence after my Christmas gifts, you know. But then all of us, even when we got nice gifts, we would always go back to those stuffed animals.
Yeah, those are a staple in our house.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The stuffed animals, because we did everything with those. Played basketball with them, football with them, played
intricate years of relationships.
I mean, so many different storylines. My Christmas gifts, you know. But
so many storylines. I mean, someone was divorced and remarried to us. We was watching too many soap operas with Mama. That was bold and beautiful. Young and restless.
Had to be.
Influence.
I mean, you know, it was the pastor of the church was also the coach of the football team.
Oh, he was, yeah.
And the organ player was Bear, right? Bear played the organ.
Yeah, I think so.
I think one year we had a discussion about whether or not, because there were different species of animals, were they different races or not, or were they
right.
as an afterthought.
Because we didn't care at the time. We didn't have any prejudices at all.
Yeah. A bear was married to a cat, or a dog was married to a cat. It didn't matter.
Yeah. Because Cat was married, and the thing about their names never became true names. Nobody's name was John or
oh no, it was their species.
Smith.
But Catherine, Cat was Catherine,
right?
For some reason,
yeah,
that's the only one.
I think we just said that because we might have heard somebody named Cat, Catherine named Cat.
But it was a cat.
Yeah,
y'all remember the Christmas?
Was married to an elephant.
Right. Y'all remember?
How do we even decide that? Like, I mean, how did these
couples happen?
Yeah, like what?
Well, I think I know how the couples happened.
Real people.
The cat and the elephant were the first stuffed animals that we had.
Yeah.
So they were the mama and the papa of the
right. That's what
Anything that came after. Yeah. Because the elephant was yours, and then we got the cat when me and you were
right.
Real
Yeah,
you know what?
That was the first.
Can I tell you something? In my mind, the cat was mine the whole time. Oh yeah, that cat was my cat the whole time.
Yeah, that's right.
In my head,
you
it
love
was
Cat. That's true. I forgot.
Oh yeah, he loved Cat.
That's right. You really care that much about elephant.
Remember that's because Cat was yours.
Yeah,
it got passed down to me, and we stopped it.
Yeah, and Ronnie kind of just took it because Cat was cute.
Yeah, and the foot came off.
Yeah. Oh, you felt bad for Cat's foot.
We used to put the babies in there. So
that means she was pregnant, right?
Oh man.
Yep. But Cat, and then there was brother and sister Doggy.
Yep.
They were attached,
hugged.
you know that, right?
Yeah, they were attached.
Yeah.
We cut their
Gigi
arms off.
Gigi gave it.
Lily.
Was it Lily?
Yeah, Lily
Lily?
gave us most of those stuffed animals.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
We cut their arms off because they were attached.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they can be separate.
Did y'all ever separate Micey and Bad Mouse?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Baby Mouse, I mean. Was it Baby Mouse that was attached to?
Okay.
Baby Mouse and Bad Mouse, right?
This gets a little intricate.
Is it Micey?
No, because he was black.
That's a different one.
Bad Mouse.
Oh my goodness! About to break it down.
Bad Mouse was black and white, right?
Yep.
Okay, and he was like he was material. He was like
he had a different material.
Kind of matted a little bit.
Yeah. But he was like carpet material. Like,
Okay.
Okay.
That's why he was Bad Mouse, because he
He wasn't that cute.
yeah. And then Micey and
yeah, Micey was gray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And kind of fat.
Oh yeah, he was fat and like
Yeah. You look like a mice.
Yeah,
mouse.
he was like a
Uh-oh.
That's me. He seemed like a beanbag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Then you had Mojo.
Yep.
Who was the monkey.
Mm-hmm. Now hold on, back to the mice thing.
There was two of them.
Was
you
he?
remember?
JoJo, the big one, right? And then there was a little one.
It was two of those little ones though.
Oh.
It was two Mojos?
He's on a roof on A16
yeah.
in Palmwood.
He's still up there. I bet.
And then the second one came back had a bigger head, and we had to peel that weird skin thing off of. Remember, to make him be green like the other one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. No,
his head was bigger, right?
He was hard. No, Mojo was a soft one.
Oh yes, with that orange
that
type
one with
shirt
the
on.
green,
Yeah, he had a shirt on.
with the green underneath.
Nobody knows where.
I don't know what he was. I don't know what his name was, but he wasn't.
We never named him.
We never tried to call him Mojo.
He was monkey.
Yeah, monkey.
Yeah.
He was always go crazy. Yeah.
Obviously.
That we created.
to go crazy. We made him go crazy.
Oh man, yeah, monkey. Monkey was wild. He had that big head, right?
Yeah.
Head was
Oh my
huge.
God, I got a headache.
Thing was so hard.
Now-
Because he had a banana in there at first.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
ended up losing that banana. We had to, whatever. I don't know what that was on him, but we ended up scratching it off over time, right?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it became just like this green, pea green color.
Oh my God, that's crazy. We had some crazy minds back then.
I still want to understand about the mice that were connected. There was a brown one.
Mm-hmm. That's Mousy
That was
and
Baby
Micey.
Mouse.
Baby Mouse, yeah.
Yeah, it was
and
a
Micey.
girl. And Micey. No, Micey was that gray fat mouse.
Yeah,
But it was
baby mouse.
Baby Mouse and
Was it girl?
Micey? Mouse?
Mouse. One of them
Bad
name was
Mouse.
Mouse. No, it's Bad Mouse. It's definitely Bad Mouse.
And when he was at church, he was Brother Bad Mouse, right?
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever brother anything.
No,
he was just Bad Mouse.
Bad Mouse, yeah.
Okay.
He was
And
never
then
brother.
it wasn't one just called Mouse.
Yeah.
And Bad Mouse
that's
and then
Micey.
Micey.
Micey and Mouse.
And Baby
Micey and Mouse.
Because
And then,
Micey and Baby Mouse.
and then yeah, Baby Mouse. Yeah, because he was brown, right?
Baby Mouse was brown and it was a girl.
Baby Mouse wasn't pink.
She had pink on her somewhere.
I thought she was like gray. Oh, that's Micey.
Micey.
See, Nana know just as much
Brother
about
Micey.
this stuff as we do, so maybe we should ask her because I forgot what.
And then Squeaky.
We can't talk about Squeaky without having Jason on the
I
phone.
know.
That is funny. Squeaky. Do y'all remember when Jason lost Squeaky?
Wait a minute.
In Detroit.
Yeah.
At church.
Yeah. And then Grandmommy saved the day.
Mother
Yep.
Hubbard found
Mother
it.
Hubbard. Yep.
Found it and gave it to grandma.
When she pulled up that day with Squeaky.
Yeah.
Now,
Jason was
Wait a minute.
graduating from kindergarten. that
Squeaky
day.
was Squeaky yours first?
No.
Squeaky
He was
was
never
Squeaky wasn't
mine.
passed down?
No.
Okay.
Squeaky was
But
soft
Daddy
at
had a
first.
Squeaky when he was little. Yeah, Squeaky got
She was soft?
petrified.
She was soft, yeah. And you used to squeak her, and she squeaked. But then something happened to where she lost all her air or something.
Oh,
Tip of her
yeah.
nose got bit off.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's what it
yeah.
was. And so she got hard.
You know it was two Squeakies, right?
Yeah.
Was
That
it?
pink one that came later with the white with the yellow going down her head. 'Cause
Yeah, yeah, we ain't like that Squeaky.
Squeaky ended up being all white.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Colors came
And
off.
little. Yeah.
And we painted on her. And put
That pink and yellow one.
Put a helmet on her. I think.
with a red, with a
We was
blue
obsessed.
pen.
Yeah, we turn anything to sports.
oh, we had a whole basketball league.
Oh man, before it's time.
What?
We took cardboard cutouts. Cardboards. I don't know where we got the cardboard from. Where did we get the cardboard from? First of all,
Probably boxes.
from where?
Royals.
No, we wasn't
we used
living
to
over
get them,
there
but
yet.
they all
Oh
were.
no, we was on Palmwood.
Yeah.
Yeah, we and Palmwood and Waverly. We did Palmwood originally. So we
Right.
made different courts. We had the Boston Celtics court, we had the Bulls court, we had the Lakers court,
Sporting Trailblazers.
and I remember the Trailblazers. That was our favorite one.
Because it's that white. Yeah.
Oh, y'all did used to open them boxes and
Yeah.
make them big old
We made
courts.
basketball courts. We used to take the top of the oatmeal lid
Oh yeah, the circle one. Yeah.
and make that the backboard.
Yeah.
And we got
We used to
sophisticated. We cut it in the square eventually.
Yeah.
It was circles at first.
Then we used to take the milk ring around the milk lid.
Yeah.
And make that the hoop.
See how that's crazy.
And we used to take the
what was the neck?
The neck or hanger. So we remember Daddy's cassette boxes.
Yep.
That was the base of the rim. So we take a hanger and how we hooked that up to the box and made the rim
bend up
the pole to the rim bend
perfect height, size. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Had the court to full on. Like we had 4 courts that you can play on.
And so y'all just lay the stuffed animals on there and they would be in their
we
position?
hooped. Like you know how you play. That was for real. That was dead ass serious right there. No, we hooped.
My goodness.
You know how you play foosball?
Yeah.
Like that's what we was out there moving our guys and
we
passing,
made a basketball foosball.
Yo, we had this. So we had this toy. You remember the basketball players used to come like shaped?
Yeah.
So
Like
we used to collect balls from those because they had balls in
We
their
used to
hands.
take the balls off their hands.
Yep. And then was the balls we had playing with. And they were shooting the hoop. I mean, we catch stats.
Man,
and
Captain Crunch, man, Bernard King was.
Yep. Snarf. We had a Snarf toy.
Snarf,
He was like Jordan. We put 23 on the back of him.
Was that clown involved? Remember that clown?
Oh yeah, clown was that clown.
Oh, clown.
That was the afro.
He was like Hakeem Olajuwon almost.
Oh yeah.
He was deadly in the post and played.
He was hard too. Could nobody? I mean, you couldn't.
Yeah. Like, we understood. I don't even know how we like.
Michael Jordan averaged. He was like a G.I. Joe type of person. We called him Michael Jordan.
Oh, because we used to make him hang on the rim with dunking.
Yeah, he averaged about 30 points a game. Bernard King averaged about 35.
Yeah, who was Bernard King?
You know, we used to get like in Captain Crunch, they had these blue Captain Crunch characters.
Oh man, yeah.
He was like a little blue guy, but he was pretty nice.
And then Snarf was sweet too. Snarf was a good size.
Yeah.
He's like 25 a game. He was solid.
He was like what do you call that? Mark Aguirre type of player.
Okay.
He used to do finger rolls. I don't know how.
Yeah. Because we used to go, man, I mean,
Man, this is
if
crazy.
we'd have packaged this as a game, as a toy,
we would have made some money.
Oh, yeah.
way ahead. We was just making it up.
And I believe that had we had YouTube, we would have had a little channel going for them stuffed animal things that we
A
had
whole
going
league,
on.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Whole
I mean, we
league.
kept
Man,
stats
not
over
even
seasons.
just the league, a whole reality.
Yeah. Their lives.
It was intricate.
Yeah.
I remember brother and sister doggy got separated. And they ended up with other people. Yo, we was observing a lot of shit in church.
Didn't he get sit down or something? Sat down at church?
Yep. He got sat
couldn't
down.
participate
Couldn't participate
in the ministry.
Jeez.
That's crazy.
You never know what your kids are watching.
Right.
They
We
picking up-
paid
they picking up
attention,
everything.
apparently. Yeah, they were shouting and stuff.
Man.
Where was we getting the music from? Was he playing tapes?
Where?
Probably was playing tapes.
He probably was playing tapes.
Who was the organist? Was it Bear?
Bear was the organist.
Yeah, I felt like he was sweet. You know what I'm saying? I always felt like he was real sweet.
I mean, y'all had the whole
Cool,
setup,
yeah.
so he had to
We
be
set up the
sweet.
band and everything and drums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drums too.
We was using like the
Brother
grease
Doggy played the
thing.
drums, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just imagine the deacon that ended up playing the drums doing service
Wait
and
a
stuff.
minute. Bear was a deacon because he took the offering.
Yeah, he would get off the organ to take the off.
Come on. That's the worst nightmare as an organist.
Who gonna play the organ, the music during the offering?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the lamest offering is the
wait a
one that
minute.
don't have no music.
No, I think it was who had the ring. Who had the
Brother Doggy.
Monkey.
It was either
Monkey?
Brother Doggy.
Monkey
Oh,
took the offering
Monkey.
because he had his
yeah.
hands was like this.
Yep.
So he had the bucket, holding the
I
bucket.
put the bucket in his hand.
Yeah.
Y'all remember that Christmas where we didn't get anything, and Grandmommy came and brought a bag of
No, not bags. Bags.
Garbage bag.
Multiple bags.
garbage bags of Kit Kats.
Man, that whole neighborhood ate for
I mean, I hated
weeks.
I hated Kit
breakfast,
Kat.
lunch,
I couldn't
and
look at
dinner.
another Kit Kat for a long time.
I'm just now starting to eat. Well, I don't even really eat them, but I
I eat them
had
every
a couple.
once in a while, but
Yeah.
not,
No, them Kit Kats was like, man, it got to a point where it just, I can't even describe it. It just overwhelms you. You smell the Kit Kats.
and we got those hard Christmas candies.
Oh, Yeah, I never could deal with those.
I never ate them again after that.
I mean, where was you on? Was you on Melrose?
Melrose. Do y'all remember people used to come to the door and ask, "Do y'all got any more of those Kit Kats?"
Oh, everybody came.
Was that on Melrose too? When we got
From
the
Winthrop, every street over, like
and those
Delaware.
Sancheros.
Yep. Oh yeah.
No, that was on Palmwood. The Sancheros. The Keebler potato chips that were like Sun Chips.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Those were gross.
Those got wore out pretty, but you still ate them because
Still ate them. They were there.
Because we was you had to.
Yeah. Them Kit Kats were kind of clutch a little bit because
we didn't have.
have
it was chocolate. They gave you some kind of
carbs and calories.
Yeah, they had the cookie in the middle. It helped us.
We start off at the top of the bag. It was 4 like it's supposed to be, and then it would be
2.5.
Yeah,
one would be full, and the other one would be half, but still connected.
Yeah.
Then at the bottom, it was just a whole bunch of little pieces.
Just stuff. Sometimes it'd be the cookie without even no chocolate around it. They didn't even know how that happened. Man. Yeah, Chris and all them to come down the street and get them.
Mm-hmm. Chris Allen and who else was coming up? I know Major and Marquise used to come, and
it's true. I think
the Durden boys.
Yeah, I would say Darnell. I don't put y'all there, Darnell, but I think y'all came and got those Kit Kats too.
Even the Griswolds.
Yep. Yeah. From up the street. The whole street.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Melrose is lit though.
I know.
Sure was. Yeah.
Melrose and Mellington, because the Wises stayed behind us on Mellington.
Yeah, Dutch, not Dutch. The
Dutch.
dog. No,
that was on Palmwood.
No, the big.
Oh, the Great Dane. Whose dog was that?
That was
Dutch.
Corey's dog.
No. Was that?
Because Dutch was on Palmwood. Dutch was on Melrose.
I don't remember his name being Dutch. That big black Dane.
That wasn't Dutch.
Dutch was that dog that we should not have been scared of on
I know that mutt.
She wanted to play so bad. We just ran from her.
And I didn't know she was a girl till she had them puppies.
I know.
No, Dutch was the mutt, the big mutt, and hit that little bitty white dog was a girl. She the one that had them puppies.
Yeah. Dutch didn't have the puppies?
No, Dutch was a boy.
Oh. Yeah. He was the goofy one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then I was chasing around the house and I was like, open the door.
Yeah, Sabrina was babysitting us? Yeah.
He used to go crazy when y'all be back there playing basketball.
That dog just...
And the owner next door, he ain't gonna bite.
He jumped that gate. He had him on a chain back there. And it does.
Chased the whole neighborhood.
I think Devon stayed behind us too. Taylor.
Devon on Palmwood?
Yeah, behind the alley.
Oh yeah, he stayed over on Fernwood. Light skinned Devon.
Yeah, he just walked through that.
Who was Travell with us when we got chased by Dutches that one time?
Maybe. I got disappeared, man. I don't know where he is.
He ain't on Facebook no more?
He's in California.
Was he on Facebook?
Oh, you didn't know? I thought you were friends with him. Yeah, he was a minister.
Yeah, he's I the one that encouraged him to start his podcast. I Am the Possible with Travell Lynch.
Had no idea.
On
Powerful
on Instagram.
What?
He's Travell, but he's Travell.
This guy,
like he's on a different level.
He fit.
This
he
guy
like
taught us everything
dude.
we knew.
Yeah. About wrestling and everything.
Everything. Yeah, he's the coolest guy on the block.
Right. Taught us how to ride our bikes and everything.
Wow, I didn't even know that. I was way out the loop.
Up Travell Lynch.
I'd be spelling his name wrong.
Remember when Arvy was babysitting us?
Oh, Waverly.
Was that Waverly?
Yep. Definitely.
Yeah. No.
You talking about the food one or the
food? The food was on Palmwood. The food was on Palmwood when I don't know what our parents were thinking to leave us with the babysitter. We didn't have any food in the house.
Right. And you think about it, she wasn't that old.
Who?
Arvy.
Yeah.
Arvy, yeah, a couple years, 2 years older than us.
Got a boy.
Yeah.
So
he was in his early 20s.
Yeah.
Teens maybe,
like 18, 19 years old, babysitting us.
Really?
On Palmwood, it had to be.
Yeah.
And we had croutons, popcorn, and
some dressing.
Some
I think it was like Caesar dressing.
So he made some popcorn, a big bowl of popcorn. Yeah. What happened?
I popped it and dropped it. Man, I was so excited. I did. Obviously, I'm the one. I'm the one that dropped it. had that bowl and those salad bowls.
Yeah,
like
big salad bowl.
Yeah, the big
like,
Tupperware bowl. Oh, the brown ones.
No, the brown ones.
The wood ones. Yeah.
the wood ones. And I had it, and we was ready to go. I don't know, the croutons is already. And we knew that was it. Like, that's all we had, and I made it. And that's when it wasn't no microwave.
Yeah.
So we had to. You took time and wait for that to get. Of course, I already made it fun when he was making the popcorn, so he was ready to go. And I turned to go, and I don't know.
Popped it and dropped it.
I already said popped it and dropped it.
And we was hungry, but we still laughed.
That was funny.
That was hilarious. Like, man.
Then he made a salad. Okay, let's make a salad then, since the popcorn is dropped. So he made big bowls. It made everybody a salad, and for some reason, the salad was dropped too. So
Toss it and
lost it. That was a bad day.
What?
That was a bad day.
Very bad
And our
day.
parents were young. Think about that. They
Yeah.
were, when we moved from over there, I was 12.
It was like,
So they were 32.
right.
So that whole time before that, they were in their early 20s.
Wait, you were 30. They were 32 when we moved from Palmwood.
Because I was
Wow.
12,
Jeez.
11 or 12.
They didn't know
Yep.
what they were doing.
Nope.
No clue.
That's crazy.
Now, us being in our 40s and looking back at 30.
like 30, like I'm
That's
clueless. I mean, I'm just now
clueless.
learning how to be an adult and how to be a parent.
Yeah.
Same.
19, 20, 21, 22. Kids back to back.
Yep.
Yeah, they didn't have a chance to grow up and be and become the person they wanted to be at all.
And know themselves. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like we think about it now, like as being parents. Like I had my son. My son was born. I was 19 or 21, and they had you when they were 18,
19.
19 years old.
19 or 20.
Like clueless. They didn't
Yep.
have a chance to grow up. First, one thing is because he was a preacher, so he was obligated to do and act a certain way.
Yeah,
Yep.
he was pushing being a certain way back then.
Yeah, like you had to be this type of person.
Yep.
Like, period.
Grown.
No
Grown
questions.
up in
Yeah, you were an
church.
adult at 17 years old. He was in high school, standing on lunch tables preaching.
in suits.
Can you imagine that? In suits, going to school in high school at 17 years old, standing on top of the table and preaching, because that's what he was groomed to do.
Man.
At 17, like he's a grown man now. You out there, you grown now, boy. I'm like, go
Right.
preach.
You're right. Yeah, he was getting definitely pushed. I'm like, they were just older back then. Like they was made to like.
Yeah, they
a
had an
certain way.
old souls, and sanctified church was, you say because we say you saved,
Right.
Right. No choice. Shotgun say.
Yep.
Basically, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like you had no choice but to be who who like who we grooming you to be. Like that's how you are. You gonna be a preacher, a saxophone player, and you gonna play the organ, and you gonna sing.
Right.
Even though you can't sing, you gonna learn how to sing.
Right.
Which he did.
He learned how to sing. But, I mean, it's just crazy that he didn't have a chance to learn how to be a father at all.
Right.
Right.
And the thing that would made that I think hard was, our grandfather was military,
Yeah.
serious military, like killer, Green Beret, Special Forces. So he had things that made him probably shut down a little bit, having lived that life and been in the military doing all that, and then have his family and so his connection with them probably he could have been, I don't know, he didn't seem like it because I was cool with him, but he could have had some trauma there that might have made it difficult for him to
Connect.
be hands-on and connect.
Yeah, and that stuff like passes on. Like
Yep.
it's sometimes I still feel like the residuals from like because stuff you don't even think about that you're not doing or don't doing or expressing something a certain way, and you think back and realize like I think it helps though because you start to I think we've all seen our parents as people.
Now,
And then had
Absolutely.
that chance to step back and be like, oh, okay, not just the institutional relationship of parent and child. We step out and
Right.
I'm not like we're not like therapists or anything,
Right.
but like
Right,
from
right, right.
just how I'm looking at it, it's like, and you realize like, man, like even if you don't think you like need therapy and your life is great, you probably need for some shit you don't even know that
Right.
you need
Yeah.
it for because you got really your parents wasn't perfect because something way before them influenced, you know.
I think about that all the time, especially like when I deal with the relationship with my kids. Like, I feel like, man, like I'm doing the same things that my father did. Not as far as like how to treat them, but it's like how my reactions are to what their accomplishments are.
Right.
Like, oh, daddy, I did this, daddy. Oh, you know, I'm trying. I have to like force myself to be excited.
Yes.
Because granddaddy was not excited at all.
Right.
He was just like stern. Oh, that's good, Jess. You know, I'm glad you did that.
Yeah.
That's stoic. That's all you get. Stoic, very stoic. And daddy was kind of the same way.
Yep.
Like, I did good.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to like make myself be more excited for my kids because they're smart. So I want to be like supportive at the same time. And it's like we kind of draw from like, okay, I got to think back like, dang, I can't keep that same pattern up.
Right.
And therapy is needed in that area.
Yeah, because I mean, because like we always showing something, right? Yeah, like I always think about that, and like you can choose, like it's gonna be outside of yourself, like it's not gonna, but it's like I always look at kids as like little adults.
Yep, that's what they are.
And one day they're gonna be like grown.
Yep.
And everything is gonna like makes connect for them.
There are some of everything that they experience from birth till they actually are independent and on their own. And even after they're on their own, like we just said, they still young and don't know nothing at 30.
Right.
So, really since daddy died, and some could say it's too late, but then I can see that the changes that I've made or that have happened to me have caused my relationships with my kids to evolve in a way that has impacted them. For instance, listening.
Oh yeah.
They be saying stuff or whatever, and in social media days, like if we had these phones maybe like 10 years ago before I had this transformation, I wouldn't have never listened to them because I barely did then. Right. They would be explaining stuff. Yeah, that's nice, being in my own space, being self-centered, being narcissistic or whatever. But now, even though I be addicted to this phone, they got something interesting to show me. I noticed that I will put that thing down. Or they might say, Mommy, you're not listening. Then I'll put it down. Yeah. Because it was times where, and when I was growing up, I was in these special classes or whatever and had all these things put in front of me as opportunities. And that stuff got neglected and did not get taken care of. Didn't get pushed because nobody was paying attention to that. You know what I'm saying? So like you said, your kids are smart and you show a little bit more outward expression of even though on the inside you feel elated that they're doing well, but you want to show them for their benefit because it's for them.
Yeah, it's for them.
You got to think about it. It's for them. That same thing translates to active listening when they got something to say because they want to feel heard, even though you might be hearing them, even when you're on the phone, to show them that you listening and to give them that attention and undivided attention. That's important. Think about it in our personal relationships or romantic relationships. We like that because it makes us feel like that person cares or gives a damn about what we have to say or how we feel. That changed so much, especially with Taylor. She's blossomed now because I was more just the disciplinarian and Tony was the lovey-dovey one, and I didn't really give her enough attention. I know I didn't. But as she got older and I saw what was happening as a result of that, and I also became more empathetic, seeing them as humans, young grown-ups, young adults, it changed the whole dynamic, and she's now her own person and not an extension of what I want her to be. She is her own person. That could have happened with daddy. That's a lot of what happened to us. We were extensions of what they wanted us to be. That right there is so important because when they grow up, they're not kids anymore and they're going to need to be independent of us. And for us to be completely overbearing and dominant, they have no identity outside of us, and that's not healthy at all.
Not at all.
No.
That I feel like that get into like a whole nother like the privilege of being able to be like that. Your privilege of like expressing yourself and being like a certain way, like, not to go down that road, but like that, I don't think we, depending on where you come from or what you've been exposed to, like you don't get a chance to do that. You gotta like do what I learned to do to make it through this. And then you don't got the freedom just to like make mistakes.
Gotta let them know. Got to.
Like I like after daddy passed away, that changed the way I dealt with my kids. Like I was like very stern. Like this has to be that way, and that's it. Like especially with Jordan, like he had to be like you have to do this, you have to do this. Like I was very disciplinary, but after he passed away, I'm like I don't know what changed.
Me neither.
To where like now Nikki say I'm too lenient on them. Like I'm very lenient. I give them freedom.
Right.
That's themselves.
Like when we grew up, we felt that when Daddy was around, it was like walking on eggshells. Some days, right? Other days when we went out to play basketball, that was different. You know, we was out chilling and having fun, or we used to go and listen to music when he was over at Grandmommy's house and just, you know, chill and listen to Commission or whatever and doing whatever. He used to do his little flyers on his little
intricate details.
His the graphic design sheets.
Right. Yep. Rub. What do you call that when you put the
stencil?
Stencil. You rub it on and it sticks to the paper.
Right. So
that was graphic design.
Right. Yeah. That's where we got that artistic ability from that side of the family. Well, both sides of the family.
Honestly, yeah.
That was it.
But yeah, I changed like over that time. It's like I'm very I give them freedom to express, freedom to be who they are, be a 15-year-old, be a 19-year-old, be you, develop your own personality. I'm not going to control what you do. I'm gonna be your father and guide you and tell you, hey, I don't think that's the right thing to do, or that's the right thing to do, or encourage you.
Reinforce.
But I'm not gonna force anything on you. Force your personality. When you force somebody's personality, it hinders them,
and they have no idea who they are.
Yeah, and they become closed off to the world. I was closed off to the world for a long time. Like I couldn't do this. I couldn't have conversations with people. Because I was so closed off, because I felt like I had to be Jesse Coleman Sr. Because I had that name, and that's what people, especially in the church. Oh, you Jesse Jr. You got to you gonna be a preacher. First of all, no. Second of all,
please get out of my face with that.
Third of all, no. Like that's not me. If you know me, you have to guide people by their personality, not by what you think they're going to be. So I guide Maya by her personality. She's an artist. That means she can play music, she can draw, she can sing, she can do all this stuff as an artist. So that's what you guide them. She wants to be an architect. Great. Gigi was an architect. She wants to be a graphic designer. Be that too. Yeah. And her mother wants to, she wants to go into cosmetology. Be that too. Be all that. Do
all of that.
Right. Jordan wants to do whatever Jordan wants to do.
That's a very true statement.
And he could. He's so all over the place, but it's perfect for him because he can do whatever he want to do.
Right, exactly.
You know, he can literally do whatever he want to do. So it's like, and that's another thing about our family.
You feel it though.
Yeah,
you know,
he has it. He can do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have this dynamic, artistic, whatever you want to call it, where we are multifaceted, and it can kind of get confusing and overwhelming if we don't focus it somewhere, you know. But when they're young, you gotta, and that's probably because we never had the opportunity to just explore it. When they're young like him, sky's the limit. He has so many different roads he could take, and he can take all of them and end up in one place or keep doing a whole bunch of different stuff, you know.
I think playing music helped me. Like if I would have never jumped on that organ and like stuck with it and started playing different places or being around different musicians, that's when I was like, oh yeah, I'm not doing
your artistic
anything
ability.
They're telling me to do. Like the preacher, I'm like, no, like, cause like me and Daddy used to see the world completely opposite. Like I was always like, he's like, you know, you got to wear this, you got to be. I'm like, you don't got to do all that. You know, I can do it like
when
this.
y'all go to the gig.
But you know what happened though? What happened at the end though?
Yeah.
Towards the end, he kind of like, okay, you know what? I could play at these places. I can wear this, but he was still what do you call it? Studious or whatever. He was that type of person.
Never wore jeans ever.
One time at Cedar Point, 1980s.
Yeah, that's right. I was 12 years old or 11 years old. No, I was 10. Yeah, I was 10. Yeah.
So that's when he wore his jeans. But he was always that person. So he changed in other ways because of you.
Yeah, and I realized he was like that because we were very much alike in that certain way like that. Because I always wondered, like, well, dang, was he like this when he was younger? you know, seeing like, because I see the world like more hippie than way more than him. He was just like, what are you talking about? I'm like, the world is just, everyone's the same, man. What are you talking, like, you know, we all could just enter, like, so I was always like that. So I was like, I never wanted to, like, I hated like structure, like being a preacher. I'm like, no, that don't make sense. I was like, if I'm preaching, I preach with my music or act, I'll do something like that. Right. So like but like at the end I realized like, oh, like I think we got on the same like
same wavelength.
Yeah, to where I was like, oh, I see what he's telling me. Like with that, you need to be able to understand and apply that to you. Right. Like not trying to change like who I am. I think and so like that's like
we have this gift to where we can walk in a room and adjust to the room that we walk into. We have that. Like I can go into an all white room and talk to those people. Yeah, I can go to Rockingham and Brentwood, and walk around the corner and talk to those people. Yeah, I can go down to Tyler Perry Studios and talk to him because we have this gift to be able to adjust and adapt to our environment.
And I'm not even it's not even a bigger
people too. People who in the state hospital in Detroit.
Oh, facts.
Easy.
Yeah. You know what's crazy?
And have a real conversation.
Whenever I'm out, out there and I see some people that's like always in the area and I give them whatever, or we out there and I start talking to them, they go normal really quick. For like at least 5 minutes.
Because you see them.
Yeah, yep. And they start having regular conversation. They look at you. You can see it click in their eyes for a second. And then, you know, then they might just throw a bottle on the street. I don't know. But yeah, you see them, man. Like
some wild stuff.
But like, yeah, that is something like, it's crazy. Like even my friend group is like really like wide. Like all of ours. Like you can connect. And you're not even really trying to like to do anything extra. It
happens. And I think it's the authenticity, you know. Being cultured too helps. How we manage that is really, I don't know.
Riding around Ohio with grandma and different people. Yeah, it was always everywhere.
Man, look,
different schools.
I don't know if y'all ever went to Cincinnati with Gigi, but I went with her down there twice with her. One time I stayed down there. I don't know why. Oh, with Fred and Vanessa. Man, that was like the best time of my life. And the other time I went to the baseball game with her. But just being around those people and how she talked to those people, like white people, black people, whoever, and just having conversations, and she can like be in those rooms and talk to those people without being outside of herself.
She got that from
always so sophisticated
Grandma did that.
And polished,
right?
Without and let her hair down too, but still being Gloria, the whole time.
Now, Daddy, on the other hand.
No, he had code switching down to a T.
He was a code switch. It wasn't even code switching. It was dang near language switching. You know?
When he talked to a Jamaican, he sounded like he was from Jamaica.
Sometimes. We hear.
I was like, wait a minute.
But guess who else does that?
Who?
Alex.
Alex does it?
Alex does it.
He's actually like, hey, little bro, on it.
He can do the British, high-end British.
Yep.
He can do the
east side.
East side.
Cool.
What's that other one that y'all was talking about? That bottom ends with the E. Cockney. Yeah. And then he'll talk like New York.
What?
Just depends. Like at Daddy's funeral.
It sounded like he's from New York.
He was straight. No, he was more Queen's English British.
That's how he really talked.
Yeah. But then he'll switch when he rap. I think it's clever. I don't think there's anything wrong with it at all.
I mean, I didn't think it was wrong.
Yeah, I just found that it was
the first time I heard
similar.
The first time I heard it, I was like, when we was in Toronto.
Oh yeah.
And Daddy started talking. They started talking. And he started talking. I'm like, wait a minute. So what's going on here? Like, does he know? Is this like is this like a language thing or like he just adapts into their culture? Like
to the point where we was like, I got to go to the bathroom. Like, we started saying stuff.
Yeah.
Would you like?
We learned how to do it.
Would you like milk in your tea?
Yeah, that's I just not got used to that.
I do it now, but it's not. It's coconut milk.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get some great teas, get some milk in there. In London, that's the first they started giving me. I was like, it's not bad. It's okay. I don't drink milk though.
You don't drink milk, like any milk?
No, not at all. I'm damn near about to stop eating pizza.
Please do that cheese.
Yeah, I just cause like it's like I haven't drank milk in like maybe 10 years. I drink almond milk only.
Oh yeah. I thought you meant like milk. Period.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, I don't drink cow's milk at all.
I'm not drinking a milk from that.
Yeah.
And then like one day I was eating Ben and Jerry's, and it hit me.
Yep.
It was the most disgusting thing.
Bovine
in the middle of it, I was
memory
like,
gland extract. That's what it is.
boom. I said, this is pus. This is like some nasty junk made into, and I'm just looking at it, and it's frozen. I'm like, dang, they froze it too. So when it started melting, and you start eating the mass of it, I was like, this is nasty. Like, so I stopped eating it. But like now, a piece is starting to be like I ordered Domino's before I left, and I was like, dang, I wonder if I can order this with no cheese on it. Like I had to like start wrapping my mind around like.
Yeah, they
I did have
some
Geno's,
places
so
have
shout out to
vegan pizza now.
Oh,
vegan
yeah,
cheese.
yeah.
What's the Pizza Cat and LeBron's pizza place? I forgot what it's called.
Pizza
Good.
Cat got good vegan pizza. They have cauliflower crust and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's like you full of vegan. Like I'll eat everything else without the cheese. Like, cause I just can't eat a cheeseless pizza yet.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done it, but like,
I went 45 days over the summer, or 42 days. No meat, no cheese, no milk. Well, I don't drink milk anyway. But 42 days.
but no meat.
No, it's all vegan. Went 42 days. It felt good.
By then, it should have stuck.
It should have stuck, but I had a steak, so it quit.
The minute you take some meat, it's over with.
Well, you know what I can't make? I haven't bought ground hamburger.
Neither.
Beef in so long. The last time I tried to make it was like 2012.
Really?
And I made it in we was in an apartment, me and Quest, and we made them. And I bit it and ate it, and it was like a square in my stomach, and the meat smelled funny. I was like, I'm done.
So what do you eat? Like chicken, fish?
Salmon, fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
and
all
then
we
like
got in our freezer: salmon and cod.
I haven't cooked it like a month or so for some reason. So let me think. I've been ordering food, but like there's this place called I order wings from. Wow, I just drew a blank. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. It's really good. It's like the best wings.
Are they paying for you to try to find their name?
No, but they was on Black and Sexy TV with me.
Okay.
They dope as heck, making all those people. But it's it is called. Woo, wrong one. Hold on. And they're in the hood, like they're dope. Dude, he's from Cleveland too, Jeremy. The guy who made it, but he's from Cleveland. But like their wings, like I'll eat that, but like I don't really like order like Comfort LA. No, I forgot that. Comfort LA. But they like make like vegan like macaroni and cheese. So stuff like that. But like I'll eat
Comfort food.
like I guess yeah, that's it. Chicken. Like ground chicken.
Right.
We got ground
grilled
turkey in
chicken.
our freezer, and when I make those turkey burgers, I put everything that you put in a turkey when you make Thanksgiving turkey. So it'd be onion, celery, garlic, bell pepper, poultry seasoning, Italian seasoning. And when I fry it, I put a bay leaf in there and cover it up. And you got to cook them real long or they won't get done. They be so good. Make gravy.
That sounds real good.
And put that on the brioche bun.
You know what freaks me out?
What?
It's going to the store and seeing a whole bunch of dead meat in the freezer.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like, well, if this is in here and then they got an expiration date going down, then how long has it been dead? Like, if I take a piece of carcass and sit it on the ground, or just put it in the refrigerator for a week or freezer, it's going to go bad.
Yeah.
So like, why? How come this is not going bad?
Oh, they
Like,
got
it freaks me
chemicals
out.
in there.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Think about the fish. We don't live near nothing that where salmon come from, even though we get it frozen. But sometimes it be in those cases thawed out. Where was it? Why is it not frozen in there?
I had one
know.
I just bought one last week that was thawed out, and then I had to put it in the freezer to make it last.
I know they got farmeries, but I don't want those. I really don't want those.
Yeah.
I'd rather get wild caught.
So I thought this lady was being pretentious when I first moved there. I was in North Hollywood and just a grocery store called Gelson's, which is like ridiculously expensive. So I'm there at the deli with the stuff like that. I may have food stamps, so I'm like, I gotta buy from here. Like I can't buy any hot food. So I'm waiting in line. They got numbers, and this lady walks to the counter, just taking her time. She looked rich, like for money she's looking. She's like, is that salmon farm or wild caught? And the guy was like busy and kind of looked at her like, what the fuck is like? I'm biz a lot of people here, and he was like, it's firm. She was like, and she said it was the most sincere, like she would be on one of those commercials that you could pay a cent a minute to feed people. She was like, that's unfortunate. She was like, real sad. I just looked at her like, I think I was with one of my roommates like, yo, did you see that? Like, but then now I realized what she was talking about. But I thought she was being like, what, farmer, well, I don't care. Like, it's salmon. Like, that's unfortunate. Like, unfortunate is homelessness. Like, but like, I got what you meant now. Like, it is unfortunate that it wasn't wild caught, guys. Don't farm your fish like that.
And then add that color. Color that they get naturally from the plankton that they eat, but then they put that pink in there. Sometimes it be too pink on the farm ones. Because they come out white when they farm them. Then they gotta dye them for
what
aesthetic. Because we won't look at it and think it's salmon if it's white. Some people
won't buy it, or they think it's bad because it's not pink.
Oh yeah, I've seen those too.
Because canned salmon, if you think about it, when you make them salmon patties, that stuff is not pink.
Yeah, not at all. White. Yeah.
So it's a farm.
I was gonna make chili tonight, but I guess I won't.
Well, you can make white chili.
Oh, vegan chili is great.
I gotta go to the store then.
Get some great northern beans.
I'll get the kids some pizza because they probably won't eat it. I got some beans. I got kidney beans and red beans.
The best chili I've had is vegan chili.
It don't have no meat in it. It's
don't have that no meat.
No,
this vegan chili was so freaking good.
What's in it?
I can look it up. It's a one-on-one cafe.
We'll make it tonight.
It's pretty good.
Yep, it don't need meat. Those lentils is really all we need, and good vegetable mix to give it some good flavor.
You know, my
sweet
secret
potatoes in there instead of meat.
You know, my secret is though for making chili, I buy the pico de gallo and use the onions and the cilantro and the tomatoes and put that in the chili.
That sounds so good.
Oh, we can order Gino's Pizza.
Oh man. Now, do they got vegan over there? They probably do.
I don't even care.
You don't?
That pizza.
You haven't had Gino since you came back?
I had one. I ordered it hot and ready.
Was it cheese?
This time?
It was just cheese. Yeah. Like I did it.
I get the Cajun seafood. That's
oh snap! I think I ordered that on the day before.
Day before Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah, I just usually get the Cajun seafood. That's the only thing I ever eat from Gino's. I think I had pepperoni once. And I probably shouldn't have ate that, but I just eat Cajun seafood.
Oh, that's right. Pepperoni is
it's a mixture of pork and beef and turkey.
Oof.
Yeah, that's tough.
But let's go ahead and end this. But this was a great conversation.
It was.
Next time we gotta have Jason in here. Maybe Mama. I don't know.
Yeah.
We got time.
Yeah,
we got
call them.
Yeah.
Yep, and we get the grandkids and our kids in here.
Gamer Tag Podcast.
Yeah.
With
Sean,
Andrew, and Jason.
Yeah.
And Ethan.
Gaming Strong.
Jordan
and Amari.
Oh yeah, Amari for sure. Yep.
Yeah.
These are our kids and nephews' names that we're calling out here. So
they're gamers.
Yeah. Taylor too.
Yep.
I feel like I'm on the you already know what I'm about to.
What, Saturday Night Live?
The SNL sketch.
Good times.
I felt really great about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
times.
good. Yeah. And that was a nice one.
Yeah. So pretty nice.
Pretty good.
Really fun, guys.
What was that show? What was the thing on Saturday Night Live with Sherry Terry and Will Ferrell? And they kind of talk like this.
Sweaty balls. You realize he was on Alec Baldwin. Yeah, was on it with them. He's been a friend of the show for a while.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. He's been around. He hosted a lot of times. Yeah. Good times.
Very good times.
Yep.
All right. See y'all next.
We're going to do the benediction here.
Oh, Wani, what do you got coming up?
Oh, man. COVID. Been auditioning. Stuff is happening. You know, I'm writing. I'm putting it out there. Fuck it. I'm writing a sequel to Wizard of Oz.
Ooh.
It's like high concept, but like it's about Dorothy's granddaughter. Oh. And she looked black. So
wow.
But you think I should tell the plot? Right? No,
give a little bit of a synopsis. Yeah, sure.
So something's going on in Oz. The new witches came into play, and they need those shoes again, which is not in their world to fight against the evil witch of the South. And so Emily is summoned I could read the tagline.
Okay.
What
now? Why are the shoes? Where the shoes at?
Well, at the end of Oz, she went no. So in the book, the shoes were she left, and the shoes left with her.
Okay.
Right. So like the shoes are there. Dorothy has a son who's married to a lady who have a son and a daughter. So the daughter's time to give her the gift of the shoes because she's doing her thing. She graduated from college and and she gets the shoes and like some idiot boyfriend she has, and she leaves because she's not applying for grad school. All this shit happens, and then she goes and goes to her boyfriend's apartment, and they're upset. And he runs the clubs in LA, does all this stuff, and he's like, "Come on, babe, come on." She's like, kind of upset about leaving her parents' house, not sure she should do that. He said, "Well, babe, come on," and she snatches the shoes. Because an earthquake happens and makes the shoes fall to the ground. Her dad just picks them up and puts them in her room earlier. So like tornado, earthquake. So like she gets there, her boyfriend's apartment, and he leaves. Well, wear that dress and those red shoes. It makes you look magical. And he just leaves, right? And then so she figured out, I'm gonna go. So then she texts him, say, I'll meet you there. So she gets dressed. And then last thing she's ready to put on those shoes, she sees his shoes like, oh, it's my granny's shoes. Whoa. Whatever. And then as soon as she puts them on, boom, it just catapults her into Oz. And she has to figure out, why she's there.
Okay.
And how to get back home.
Putting on the shoes.
How to get back home. She wants to go home, but she realizes, like, she's helping them to figure out their plan, and then realize at the end, like, oh, that whole thing. So
that's
it's like,
sweet.
It's like a, Narnia meets
walking through that closet type thing.
Yeah. And Lord of the Rings. And
I like it.
Like an updated version of the Wizard of Oz, but at the same time, it's still got
fantasy.
Yeah. She'll get there and be like seeing all the stuff that they thought was a dream. Because it's a dream. That's what they thought. But then she gets there and realize, oh, this is real.
Because she heard stories.
Yeah,
that need to be done.
Yeah. Her name is Emily.
Okay.
Called her M.
Are her friends? She's named after her aunt.
Great
aunt. Yeah.
Wow.
So she gets there to meet the Scarecrow, Lion, and Tip, this other guy from the next. It's kind of based on the Marvelous Land of Oz, which is his second book.
Okay.
After the Wizard of Oz. So
the Tin Man is Tip.
No, it's his person named Tip. Tip is like a scrappy little. You can get into it. Tip is really like the Queen of Oz, but you got turned into a boy.
Oh goodness.
So we can play with that because 2020.
Right.
Stuff,
yeah.
But like, it's called the Wizard of Oz 10 Man's
Gender
Army.
reassignment.
The 10 Man has been taken by the Scarecrow, and she's put a spell on his heart. And from that, she's creating a 10-man army that he is going to be the head of. Like, so when they run into him for the first time, he's not the same Nick Chopper. He's like a crazy 10-man, but he's under the spell because she has his heart under control, and she's made a whole army of 10 men that's going to try to take over Oz. Yeah. So
instead of using those other guys, they using a 10 man.
Yeah, because they turn good. So she captured him and like with this all girl army, General Ginger. And her all girl army has captured the 10 man. Now she's made the 10 man army, and they, you got to ride in a horse is a different color and get the wizard to believe again, all this stuff.
Oh, that's good.
Glinda, and they're gonna fight the epic battle at the end, and she's gonna realize there's no place like home.
Yeah. That's the whole moral of the story every time, ain't it?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. Then I'm writing a screenplay based off of Good Kid, Mad City. Kendrick Lamar album.
I know that. Oh, Kendrick Lamar's
Mad City,
album.
yeah.
Mad
But
City.
I got that.
Yeah. So it's like I gotta get some stuff, secure it before I can.
Right.
But like I talked to
yeah.
him before, like I know him, so
Yeah.
see.
Yep. Gotta do that one right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't do it by myself. Yeah.
Okay.
But that's what's going on. Yeah. Writing sketches.
Right.
Sitting there.
Might as well. The downtime, it's time to be creative in other ways. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Series regular 2021 coming. Be on something.
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
Why
on
not?
Series? On Series Radio?
So, a series regular on the show.
Oh, okay. I thought you
On
said
what?
on the radio.
I'm claiming it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Claim
I'm
it,
close.
yeah.
It's about to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People know who Biscuit and Be Black are.
Yeah.
Yeah, people know. So they like, oh yeah, he's all right. He's good.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta go. We gotta go game night. And
I'm
all that
sleepy,
stuff.
y'all. I've been saying that for the last 2 days, but I am. But I'll be there. I'm gonna get my kids and come through.
What's that wing spot out there on the airport, dude? Down at the stadium. At the stadium.
Huh?
It's a wing spot at the stadium, right?
What
Downtown?
stadium?
Yeah.
We got a stadium?
The baseball stadium.
Fifth Third.
Yeah. It's not Ralphie's, it's
Oh, I don't know the name of it.
Oh, Frickers.
Frickers, yeah.
Right next door.
yeah, I'm gonna eat some of that before I leave. Frickers and Geno's.
Freaking chicken chunks.
That's it. Shout out. Get an ad on here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Advertise.
Yeah, Frickers.
Okay. So goodbye.
Okay.
We'll see y'all
Yeah.
Peace.
another day.